Today we're going to be talking about Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian Renaissance painter, writer, sculptor, architect, musician, cartographer, mathematician, engineer, inventor, anatomist, geologist, botanist, chemist, metalworker, leatherworker, mechanic, carpenter, plaster caster, and all around the most diversely talented, intelligent man in all of human history. He was a vegetarian in the 15th century. He would buy caged birds just to set the birds free. As a child, he apprenticed with an older painter, Verrocchio. When Leonardo was about 20, he assisted Verrocchio with a painting. His contribution to the painting was so good that Verrocchio never picked up a paintbrush ever again after that. He had a kind of wild youth. When he was 24, Florentine court records showed that he and 3 other young men were on trial for sodomy. And after he was acquitted from his sodomy charges, he just disappeared for 2 years. There were no records of him doing anything anywhere with anyone. He's like Voldemort. Leonardo didn't finish many of his works. He would get commission after commission after commission. Leo, please do a painting of my dog for me. Leonardo would be like, yeah, okay, sure. And then he would start it and then get bored and then never finish it because his brain was just too big. What was really incredible about Leonardo was that he integrated the arts and the sciences. He was way ahead of his time. He conceptualized plate tectonics, flying machines, solar power, automatic weapons in the 15th century. Okay, he was ambidextrous, which means that he used both hands equally. He would sketch something with his right hand and at the same time write something with his left hand. He would write from right to left, which is called mirror writing. So he'd be sketching over here, writing over here at the same time. I can't even mind doing that, just scribbles. If he saw somebody on the streets and was like, wow, that person has an interesting face, he would follow them around all day. So he was really studying the emotions and human behavior. And that's both the artist and the scientist in him. He was also supposed to be one of the most handsome people that you'd ever seen. So not only does he have this incredible brain power going for him, but he's also just a knockout. Even the King of France was in love with him. He had an apprentice in his later years. Well, he had 5. One of them in particular, he writes in his diary, my God, this guy is so annoying. He is a liar and a thief and he's stealing from me. But oh my God, he's so beautiful. He probably used that kid as a model in a lot of his paintings. Most famously, St. John, the one who's pointing. But he kept him around, even though he was a liar and a thief, as his apprentice, except that his 4 other apprentices were painting these phenomenal pieces, and this other guy was painting shitty knockoffs of the Mona Lisa, but they were nude, really crappy paintings. So it's I don't think that guy was actually an apprentice. I think that he was Leonardo's sex puppet. He had 13,000 pages in his notes by the time that he died. 13,000 pages worth of outrageous inventions, grocery lists, studies of the human body, of the plants, of the planet, lists of people who owed him money, of animals, and he never published any of them. When Leonardo was old, King Francis I, or François, brought him over to France and let him spend the rest of his life there. When Leonardo died, the king was at his bedside. The king of France, cradling Leonardo's dying head in his arms. I know that you're old and dying, but you're so beautiful and smart, and I love you. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe if you want to keep hearing a bunch of random anecdotes about famous historical figures. As always, live long, prosper, and be kind to animals.